Hello, good morning. It's your guy at CMC Jockeytable Media coming to you with another new information regarding Luxembourg. We keep on doing the news analysis, and we would like you to put your pen to paper and just keep it somewhere in your diary. It's very important. What do I have for you today? I have criminal justice chain application, new bill to regulate personal data processing in Luxembourg has been signed. Welcome again. The Chamber of Deputies has passed a bill aimed at regulating the process or the processing of personal data in the JUCHA, Justice Chain Penal, Criminal Justice Chain application. Out of the 60 MPs, 54 voted in favor while 6 abstained, including members from Alternative Democratic Reform Party, ADR, the Left Party, the Link, and Independent MP Roy Reddings abstained. The bill origins lie in the case of a man who, during preliminary interview with the Justice Administration in 2018, was confronted with a speeding offense committed by him years earlier in Strasbourg. This incident promoted public debate, particularly led by MP Gilles Roth and Laurent Mosher from Christian Social People's Party, CSV, questioning the existence of potential secondary record in the justice system containing information on minor offenses. Their efforts, alongside those of the MPs, contributed to align the criminal justice chain up with the data protection bill. The newly passed law stressed the necessity of safeguarding the personal data in accordance with international standards while ensuring the efficiency of the judicial system. The bill's rapporteur in the Chambers of Deputies described it as a compromise. Basically, you will be asking yourself, what do you want to take out of this information I'm passing around? But the important thing that we need to know or to take out of it is, protection of your personal data. And that is what we're talking about here. Protection of or safeguarding your personal data. Key provision of the law specify the purpose for which the judiciary may collect or the judiciary may collect data, and the prescribed duration for retaining such data, with 2 years for minor offenses, 5 years for the lists, and 10 years for crimes. These are just the important part of the law, of the new law being passed, regarding safeguarding your personal data. So you will hear from here now that for minor offenses, the government can keep your data, or the judiciary can keep your data for 2 years. Put your name there that, okay, yeah, you have this on your neck for 2 years. Then 5 years, for the list, and that list I will need to explain to you at the end of this analysis, and 10 years for serious crime. The serious crime. In cases of acquittal, file access remain available for up to 6 months after judgment. This is very important, so let's just keep it somewhere. The bill also outlines the individual who have access to the files, subject to authorization of the public prosecutor, with detailed reason required for any request. A log of those who accessed the file can be traced back to 5 years. People who access that file after being curbed by the judiciary, it will be known. Your data is very important. Data is, a very case sensitive in Europe here. So nobody can just access your data and see what you have in your, the details you have in your files, whereby people can use this to use this against you, or use this to embarrass you in any way. So your data must be kept secret, must be safeguarded. Like I said before, that is the importance of this new law. So it's not just going to be published anywhere for anybody to see. So like we said here now, even if you have access to that file, those people who have access or accessed the file for the last 5 years will be known. So it's not just it's not for joke. Why the CSV, the Christian Socialist Party, we have to, I've linked the more specific details regarding the data encompassed in the criminal justice chain. The opposition party ultimately supported the law. The pirate party also voted in favor, but expressed concern about involvement of an external IT company in the application, installation, and maintenance. So when I want to talk about when I talk about the list the other time, the terms delete and crime, I have no direct equivalent in English due to the difference in classifying criminal offenses in common law. In Belgium, France, and Luxembourg, the list is considered an intermediate offenses less serious than a crime. So that's just the meaning of the list. So let's put it in mind that your data is very important, and if you have your data with the government, they don't have the right to just share your data anyhow. But the concerns of some of the parties is keeping the data, and you're employing an external IT company that is not government IT company, IT guru or IT specialist, having access to that installation or having access to those files could be, something to watch out for, so that at least if your data is being shared by anybody and you found out, you could sue the person, and the person is going to pay a big sum of money, even if not going to prison for that. So we need to know. When we are here, we know what to do, we know what not to do. They said a land whereby there's no where there's no law, there's no sin. But where there's law, then there's sin. So let's be careful. Sharing your data, and it's also very important, sharing your data on the your information on social media these days is more rampant. So be careful where you share your data, so that your data will not be stolen. Your information will not be stolen to commit a crime anywhere. Keep your data very well. Keep your family data also. Keep them very well. Don't just mess around with them. Don't just throw them around. You could be defrauded with it. You could, it could land you into trouble. So be careful about who you give your data to. Your address, your bank informations, and all this stuff. You've been warned all the time. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Data is money. Data is important. Just be careful. Be careful with whom you share your data with. Thank you very much for listening. It's my 2 cents, and I think you've enjoyed it too. So expect more from me. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing so you won't miss out any of our latest video.